Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. We're continuing the news. As Emancipendence celebrations intensify across the island, heightened concerns that the country will not be fully free and independent until the issue of land ownership is addressed. This followed a series of disputes in several parishes where houses have been demolished and people in informal settlements have been displaced. And as we'll hear in this report, the calls are growing louder for the government and private interest to prioritize public consultation before displacing residents.
St. Anne, St. Thomas, St. Elizabeth. At a time when many Jamaicans have been struggling to get access to affordable homes, many homes are being demolished and some have been at risk of demolition in recent times. In some cases, the communities are informal or squatter settlements. Professor of Urban Planning and Public Policy at the University of Technology, UTech, Dr. Carol Archer, says while it is illegal to capture and build on lands, it is important for people to understand why there are so many informal settlements in the country.
The issue of emancipation without addressing the issue of land here in Jamaica.
And so, after 1838, the then former enslaved Africans settled where they could. In the case of St. Thomas, many of the informal settlements are government lands or former sugar lands.
We had 1865, the Morant Bay Rebellion. So what we're seeing in St. Thomas is a direct offshoot of 1865 because the demand was made then for the land to be granted to us of African ancestry, and it was not dead then.
Which is why these people may have been at odds with the Sugar Company of Jamaica in recent times as their homes were being earmarked for demolition. Limited consultation has also been a big issue for the people in these demolition cases.
There is a process where you advise communities, you work with them, because this whole process of relocation, you're disrupting lives and livelihood.
Under the law, people who have been occupying lands undisturbed for 60 years or more have the right to possess the land. But in many cases, it is not until the communities develop that the authorities intervene.
What ought to happen, and as I said, it rarely happens, and especially on government lands, where you are served notice. You're served notice by the local authority, the NLA, or any other of the agencies, government agencies, but this rarely happens.
Then, in some cases, our newsroom has been reliably informed that other factors are at play in some of the informal communities for which the local authorities have no control.
In today's market, what we're seeing is introduction of persons who are not sincere. I might call it, they're scammers. They're trying to get hard-earned money from individuals.
To mitigate those risks,
ensure that the person you're contacting, who is a realtor or realtor associate, is licensed, is associated with a particular company. You can do that by calling the real estate board or go to the real estate board's website and you can see the person's name, the brokerage they're associated with, their number, and you can make direct contact.
The challenge, though, according to Professor Archer, is that the people who need the houses the most are the ones at risk, and they fall prey to the scams. Again, she stressed that the land issues must be addressed in order for the country to move forward. One suggestion is for communal land trusts to be established in the island, similar to what happens in the United States.
A section of the area where they have settled is portioned off, and it is given in trust to that community, and it is established that because we are taking development here and we don't want to disrupt what is happening here, but as part of regularization, then we can, split the land, but all of this can be negotiated.